welcome back to Jay's Gamepad, everybody, and the Tapping Buttons podcast. Today is just literally going to be by myself. I'm going to be on my ones, on my Jack Jones. My co-partners, my Nakama, my Hindays, Lionheart from Mind Explosion, and Fabian. They're both not about, you know what I'm saying, man down, you know what I'm saying, never leave a man behind, you know what I'm saying, but they're not about today. So it's just going to be me, myself, and I speaking to myself like a madman, and to you, interacting with with you and the comments and stuff. So it basically is what it is. It's not. Today's not going to be as long as it normally is. I'm probably only going to be on here for an hour or so, but yeah, I wanted to give you some content and stuff. Didn't want to let down everybody. So yeah, and before we get into just me talking all things game and gaming, I just wanted to give my condolences to Jeanette Moores. For those out there who might not know who she is actually a voice actor, and she actually plays quite a few characters, even the witches in Resident Evil Village. For those out there that might not be aware, she passed away last week, and yeah, she's quite, really young, like 39 years old. So it's really sad. I was quite shocked to hear that, especially after just watching the Resident Evil showcase a couple of weeks ago. So I was quite sad to hear that as well. Yeah, and Capcom, they dropped a tweet as well. Let me just read it. So Capcom dev says, this is what they said. They said, we here at Capcom R&D 1 are deeply saddened to hear about the passing of Jeanette Moores, the talented actress who helped bring several different characters, including our witches, to the world of Resident Evil Village. Our hearts go out to her family and loved ones. So yeah, it's really, really sad. I can't wait to play Resident Evil Village, but when I do, I'm going to be paying extra attention to the witches and the performances. I can't wait to see the performances that she gives and stuff. But it's really sad, you know what I'm saying? It was especially in the game industry and stuff. You never want to hear about anybody passing away, especially during these hard times and stuff. And to pass away at such a young age, 39 years old, is super sad, isn't it? So yeah, again, yeah, just my condolences to her, to her family and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how it feels to lose a loved one to cancer and stuff, and well, just in general, and it's hard, it's not nice. So my condolences. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So yeah, this week has been a very interesting week. Why? Because I platinumed Jedi Fallen Order. So I got a platinum trophy for Jedi Fallen Order. I wasn't trying to, but I got the platinum trophy. Yeah, I have this thing where that if I play a game and I get 80% or over 80% in terms of the trophies, like, unintentionally, of course, then I will go for the platinum trophy. And yeah, I just somehow got over 80%. So, well, fuck it, let me go and get the platinum trophy. So yeah, finished the game. It was really cool. Got New Game Plus as well, so I like that. There was also a couple extra modes where you can basically there's one where you can pick, like was it like a board, so it's almost like a grid or a chessboard. You can basically just put your like stormtroopers and enemies and stuff, and the stage you want. Then basically you can actually like play like like the stage and fight the enemies and stuff. So that's actually really cool. I don't think I've ever played anything like that in any game, but yeah, I like that. And you basically got another mode where you basically got different levels and you fight different enemies and stuff, and that's quite hard. It's like what I always call them kind of mode Bloody Palace, because that's just what I equated to. Devil May Cry Bloody Palace. So yeah, playing a bit of that. That is hard, I'm not gonna lie and stuff. I mean, I gave it a go. I made a bit of a play, and yeah, it was fun and stuff. But yeah, I was quite happy to finally finish the game. When I first started playing it, I actually didn't intend to actually play the game properly. I just wanted to just see what the game was like, just get a feel of the game, and it kind of sucked me in. Then before I knew it, I was just tapping buttons and I was playing it, and I was up until like 5, 6 in the morning, and I did that for like probably, I don't know, pretty much like a week. I think I did that for. So yeah, I put in quite a lot of hours, but I was just really enjoying the game. And I will probably say that this is probably the best Star Wars game that I've ever played, and I've played a lot. I've played Battlefront. I haven't played Battlefront 2. I played Force Awakens 1 and 2. I did like 2, and I played Vader Immortal as well, which I really love and enjoyed. Like that's in VR. And I mean, like I do love that game. Actually, that's probably Vader Immortal is probably the best VR game, and Jedi Fallen Order is probably the best single player game, so action adventure game. So yeah, man, really enjoying it. Having was it mad fun with it. Gonna be basically dropping a review, so that should be coming. I'm gonna try to record it this week. I'm gonna try to record the review this week, so it might come out this weekend. If not, probably first thing next week. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little review for it. I mean, I can't wait. Got quite a bit to say about the game, so look out for that. And yeah, haven't really been playing any Genshin Impact. That's like a game that I always been playing. But to be honest with you, I don't know what it is. I think it's probably to do with like the single player games I've been playing. I don't know what it is, but when I'm playing single player games, I tend not to really want to play any other games unless it's a fighting game. And I thought I could actually play Genshin Impact as well, like just go in there and do my dailies and stuff. But for some reason, like I'm just not really playing it. Like when I'm playing certain games, like since I've been playing Jedi Fallen Order, I haven't touched Genshin Impact. I tell I'm lying. I touched it once. I played it once, did the dailies, and just haven't touched it since. So for about a week or so, I haven't played Genshin Impact and stuff. And I'm starting to think to myself, like, the game is good, but is it to do with the fact of because I'm playing like a single player game, and I just can't like manage playing like multiple games at the same time, which it takes a lot of my attention and energy to play? Or is it a thing of like I'm starting to get a bit bored of it, the same way I kind of got a bit bored with Destiny? Not because there isn't really that much, well, not because there isn't like any content on there, but just to do with the repetitiveness of doing the same things, going to the same places and stuff, and waiting for like like new quests and stuff to come about. So I don't know, man. Like, I think I'm getting a bit bored of it, to be honest with you. I do enjoy it. I'm probably not going to delete it off my system, but I just don't really have the heart to like want to play it. So and I don't know, maybe it's a combination of that and the fact that I'm just playing other games. So but yeah, definitely getting a bit bored of Genshin Impact. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so I noticed I saw some like new trailers come out for Persona Rumble and stuff, and actually kind of surprised me because I was actually thinking to myself like, oh, I thought this game was out like time ago, and the reason why I thought that was because I had already downloaded the demo and played it. Now, for those out there who might not even like know what I'm talking about, or might be thinking, hold on a second, like the game's not out, there isn't any demo on the PSN store. What are you talking about? Well, actually, there is. If you have a Japanese PSN account, you can actually just download the demo and play it. So if you didn't know that, now you know. So if you don't have a Japanese account, hook that up, set that up, and you can download mad demos that you just can't get in Europe or over in the States. Strongly recommend you go and do that. But not last month, probably about a couple months ago, I played the demo. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally played Persona Rumble demo. You know what I'm saying? Like I never played I've got Persona 4 on the Vita, so I played that a little bit, but I haven't really played it and gone into it, but I've touched it. But apart from that, I haven't really played any Persona games at all. And like Persona 5 looks good. I ain't gonna lie, like it does look good. I mean, like I've been hearing wonderful things. You know what I'm saying? Was it like Lionheart? He's played it. He swears up and down by it. You know what I mean? He says the game's like a really, really good game. But I've never really had like, you know what I mean, like that connection with Persona, and like I've never really like been into, well, never been that much into turn-based games, or RPGs, shall I say, JRPGs, apart from Final Fantasy back in the day. And so I think that's probably the reason why that like I've probably been a bit put off of it. But yeah, so but this one, you know, like it's a you know what I mean, it's like a third person game, action kind of game. So I'm not too sure. I don't really know too much about Persona 5 to be more precise. But but I think that it basically goes over the same story as Persona 5 Golden, you know, the JRPG game. But this is more of an action RPG, which is more suited to me. So that's why, like, when I went into the PSN store, no more Japanese account, I saw it and I was like, oh, what's this? And at first I thought it was like a demo for like Persona 5, you know, like Royal or something. So I thought, okay, cool, like let me download it because I haven't played it and stuff. So I thought, let me try it. Lo and behold, I realized this. I mean, I'm playing it and I'm thinking to myself, I swear this isn't. I swear like Persona 5 Royal isn't a action RPG, but this was an action RPG. Now I realized it's actually Persona 5 Rumble. So I mean, I had fun with it, but I played this like 2 months ago, or 3 months ago, or however long the demo's been out. So like to my amazement, like for the past few weeks, I've been seeing all these like trailers. You know what I mean? Like was like promoting this game and stuff. And I'm thinking, hold on a second, isn't this game already out? Like I played them already a couple of months ago. Like this must be out. So yeah, man. I mean, I just thought it was a bit funny, a bit weird that you know, like a lot of people that probably are not really hard into JRPGs, I don't have a Japanese account. Probably thinking this is something new. We're probably like looking forward to it. Probably fans of Persona, but don't know anything else about it. I mean, about Rumble, there's no demo, but there is a demo. Go and download it if you've got a Japanese account. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely go and download it. I mean, I played it. You know, I tell you, I've actually got videos on my channel. You can go on my channel and go check it out. I've got gameplay footage of Persona Rumble. It's there. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the demo. So, you know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, people, you can go check that shit out. But yeah, yeah, it's a fun game. You know, it's a fun game. And like I said, I've never really been into Persona, even though I have Persona 4 on my Vita. And yeah, actually, what was that? I'll show everyone. Just so you know that mans ain't chatting no lies. Bam, there you go. Persona 4 on my Vita. So yeah, godlike music, by the way. That's one thing I would say about Persona 4, godlike music, and Persona 5. See, like I haven't even like got the game I played like Royal, but like I've heard the music, I heard the soundtrack, I've got it. Really good soundtrack, really good music and stuff. So yeah, man. I would just say that if you don't know about the demo, go and download it. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, do you know what? Yeah, like I kind of wanted to have a bit of a conversation with my brother about Cyberpunk because there's just more news, more drama, more bullshit, and it just doesn't stop. It just does not stop. It just keeps on going and going and going. There's more bullshit with Cyberpunk. And every time I keep on seeing more negative news, because that is literally what it is, negative news. Actually, tell you I'm lying. There has been one positive piece of information in regarding to CG Project Red. Not really Cyberpunk, but CG Project Red. And that's that their stocks went up 20%, if I'm not mistaken, like a couple of days ago. So that's one positive news. It's not all negative, but you know, 20%. That's good. You know what I'm saying? That's like hundreds of dollars or pounds or whatever it is, depending on where you live in the world. But yeah, I mean, like their stocks has gone up 20%, so that's a good thing. But it went up 20% because Elon Musk commented on Cyberpunk and the studio. That's why it went up 20%, not because of anything CD Projekt Red did or anybody at the studio had said or done, because of what somebody else had said. You know what I'm saying? They made a comment about their game, about their IP that's all over the place. And from that, it just bumped up to 20%. So yeah, it's crazy if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of tells you a lot about, you know, about that. But yeah, but every time I keep on hearing news, it's 90% negative, 95% negative news. And it is literally just, what was it? They just keep on going with the bullshit. And like, I came across an article, yeah, and it's funny because like, basically like what it is that players, what was it? Players told to use cautions with mods and customization and saves, because apparently there's an exploit for like with the most recent update and with gamers that play on the PC, that allows hackers to hack their PC through Cyberpunk 2077. So like, it's just it's crazy. Like the fact that that was even a thing, you know. CD Projekt Red, they've allegedly patched it, like they said they came out quickly and dealt with it. But I just think to myself, the fact that like you're meant to be fixing a game and you're patching the game, and for the amount of things that you are fixing in the game, there's just as much other things that have broken, or things that are just left broken, and it's just not a good thing, you know. And I just think that CD Projekt Red need to focus. They need to focus on. They need to focus on just fixing the game. Like I said it before, like I'm not interested in hearing anything about the DLCs. I'm not interested in hearing anything about the multiplayer. I'm not interested in hearing anything else. I think as a gamer, regardless if you're playing on consoles, PCs, like I think the most important thing is just for them to put all their time and energy into just fixing the game. Whatever they're doing in regards to working on DLC content, whether if it's something if they're making or whatever it is, they just need to stop doing it. They really need to stop doing it and just focus on fixing the game. I said it before that when they announced their roadmap, I was a bit annoyed because it had like DLC, it had multiplayer, it had, you know what I mean? I was just like, and I think that they plan to get it all done by the end of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember if it's 2021 or early 2022. I think it's 2021. But I just thought to myself, that's just ridiculous. And this is just proof of that. Like, this is proof of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you bring out a big patch to basically fix your game, and a lot of things does get fixed, but it breaks other things as well. And we're not even talking about the other things that they didn't fix. It's just it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's to do with I don't know if it's to do with the time it came out. I don't know if it's to do with, you know, like the devs. I mean, like the game devs are not good at like using the engine, like could they use a new engine? I don't know what it is, but they just need time in it. And I think putting out a roadmap of promises that they can't keep, like, let's keep it real, people, they can't keep it. You know what I mean? Like, they've said they can't keep it. You know what I mean? Well, they showed us they can't keep it. They haven't said they can't keep it, but I mean, like, for me, actions speak louder than words. Everything that they said and done up until this point has clearly shown us that they can't keep their promises. And they clearly can't, because look at what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Exploits where people can come and like hack people's PCs through a game, you know? Like, that's crazy. Like, through Cyberpunk. Like, that's, like, to me, that's just funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's funny in a really ironic kind of way, you know. So anyway, I don't know, man. I just think that CD Projekt Red just need to just focus on just fixing the game, putting out as many patches as they need to. And I don't want them to feel like they need to rush to bring out these patches, because, like, that's nothing I don't like about the roadmap, because you've dated. I mean, like, was it roughly when these patches are coming out? That puts pressure on. I mean, on the development team to fix this game to. I mean, up. I mean, like within a certain time, the time scale of the patches. Where I feel like that's unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? Because in the Jason Schreier interview or whatever it was that he did, you know what I mean? Like, what the developers clearly said, it's in black and white, clearly said that they thought that the game was gonna, you know what I mean? Like, was it like they thought the game was only gonna be ready until like 2022? So if they're saying it's gonna be 2022, then it's unrealistic to have a roadmap saying it like, oh well, we're gonna have patches, we're gonna have DLC and multiplayer by the end of 2021. It's unrealistic. I mean, which goes back to the point I'm making, saying that, well, basically, if you're going to say that, oh, a patch is coming out this month, so and so month, you're putting pressure on the development team to actually, I mean, rush out these patches. And if you're rushing out patches to fix the game is not going to fix, because when you're rushing to do something, you know what I'm saying, you don't have that proper attention to detail. So what ends up happening is that you make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it just feels like, and it seems like that it's more mismanagement. It's more mismanagement. That's why I hated the roadmap. I was like, fuck this roadmap. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know, because like my heart goes out to, you know what I mean, goes out to the developers. Like the developers that didn't have a choice but to keep on working on this game. That didn't have the finances to fall back on to say, do you know what, I'm not doing this. It's fucking up my life, it's fucking up my family. I'm not seeing my family, my pitney, you know what I'm saying? Was it my wife? You know what I'm saying? We ain't slept together. I mean, like I ain't beat no cooch, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no D, you know what I'm saying? Female developers too, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel sorry for them. And it seems like to me, there's more mismanagement, more pressure, more crunching. You know, has anybody even spoken about the fact that they are technically still crunching? Just because, like, you know, they had, I mean, no one else hasn't. This is the thing that I was like, to me, it feels like people, like the game access media or game journalists are not even asking questions. Like, they're not even asking questions. You know, what's the conditions that they're working under? Is it really feasible for them to actually put out these patches like in this set time in 2021, when everybody clearly read and saw and heard that they said that the game wasn't, I mean, they didn't think the game was coming out until 2022. You know what I'm saying? Why is it no one was putting pressure on, I mean, on them? You know, because I feel like that if we did that, especially the journalists who actually, like, you know, can, I mean, like, that can actually do their goddamn job, you know, actually report on news, gaming news, and actually put pressure on them, then maybe we'll get more realistic timescales in regards to when the game will be out. You know, obviously they want to rush it out by a certain time, but again, you know what I'm saying, because they've probably working on, you know what I mean, like the multiplayer, the DLC, you know, like the longer that the longer that it goes without them dropping more content, the more disinterested that people are gonna be, which is crazy, because like I read somewhere that there was like a 70% drop after like the first couple of weeks of people playing the game, which isn't really, I mean, which isn't like, it isn't unusual. It kind of is, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're talking about a game like Last of Us Part 2, for example, yeah, you will kind of, I mean, you will kind of expect a kind of like a big drop off, because it's a story-based game, and it's not a game where you can really play it again, because one, it doesn't have no multiplayer, so there's no reason for you to go and play it again in that aspect. And apart from playing it again for the story twice again, after that, you're not really going to play it again. You know what I mean? Unless the game is just so, I mean, it's so godlike. You just have that thing of like, I need to play this game again and to play it again, which some people do. But the majority of gamers and people that buy games and stuff, story-based games, they tend to only play them once for the story, maybe twice, and that's it. So that's why you get like a big drop-off. The reason why I say that it kind of is and isn't for Cyberpunk, because it's a single player story driven game, like heavy narrative, heavy story based game, but at the same time it's meant to be a RPG. RPGs are games that you can play quite a few times, especially RPG that's meant to have like branching. I mean, like branching threads, like branching options and storytelling and stuff. And you know, especially when you've got like Nomad and Street Kid and Corpo and stuff. And so that alone is meant to, you know what I mean, like that alone is meant to give you a reason to at least play the game 3 times. You know what I'm saying? But for a RPG like Cyberpunk or yeah, like Cyberpunk, you would expect for a person to be still playing it because it's meant to be a big, I mean, a big world with different things you can do and different things you can find out. So the fact you got like a 70% drop off kind of like tells you that it's more to do with the performance of the game. You know, like I mean, forgetting the broken promises in regards to what they said was going to be in the game in terms of like storytelling and this and that and different threads and in depth, you know, NPCs and you know and all these other kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, like forget all that, but just in terms of just playing in that world, you know, like that just tells. I mean, that just shows you that the game is just barely even playable. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think people that are playing it on the PC are probably having the better experiences, but you know, like a lot. I mean, like a lot of them will tell you that it's not great. You know what I'm saying? It's not great. And you know, pardon me. And I've heard and I've read comments, should I say, not heard. I've read comments of you know, people saying that well, if you're lucky enough to actually like finish the game, and that's on PC and console. Obviously, it's worse on console, but yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like that. You know, I feel like for us console gamers, because I'm a console gamer, you know, I don't have a gaming PC. I mean, I feel like for us console gamers, I feel like by the time that this game is going to be fixed, we're probably, I mean, we're probably all mostly going to have a PS5. You know what I'm saying? I am anyway, and I think that's probably going to be the better experience or the best experience you're going to have on a console. I think it's quite sad, and I think it's quite messed up, and I feel like that. To be honest with you, like I'd be quite surprised and disappointed at the same time if PlayStation even puts this game back on back on their platform. If I was them, I wouldn't. And I think that if Xbox and PlayStation have learned anything, I would say that is to basically put new procedures, like sort out your procedures or redo them, rewrite them, or whatever it is, or put new ones in regards to testing games. You know what I'm saying? Like testing games before you put them on your platform. You like create a standard. You know what I'm saying? Don't just allow any bullshit garbage game just to come on your platform just because you want money. Like stand for something, can it? You can make money but still have quality, still have standards. And I think that they need to do that. And I think if they should be learning anything, it should be that. Like put more put more checks, you know what I'm saying? Like put more procedures on board. You know what I'm saying? Godfall, another flop. Laji, okay. Yes, Godfall is another flop. It's a major, major flop. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. You know what I'm saying? No one's speaking about Godfall. It's quite sad actually. Like from the trailers. The trailers look cold. Like I ain't gonna front. Like the trailers did look sick. Like it actually did get me kind of a little bit interested. The only thing that kind of made me feel like, I don't know, like made me kind of like question it was the fact that it had that like online kind of Destiny kind of feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like to be honest with you, I got burnt from Destiny. You know what I mean? Like as much as I like still play Destiny 1 now, whatever, and I go on there and play it and fuck around on it. Like I remember when the game first came out, I remember I bought that on release day. I actually queued up for that shit, that game. I'll never forget that anyway. Yeah, I queued up for that and stuff, and all like the hopes, and they basically sold us a dream. You know what I'm saying? Again, the bullshit trailers, You know what I'm saying? Like promising us like was it a whole heap of features, content, story, lore? You know what I'm saying? I think that's what like got a lot of people really invested into that IP back then, and it just like went downhill. And they kind of like resurrected themselves with the Taken King. Like the Taken King was like cold. I ain't gonna front. Like Taken King was good, but since then, and even with Destiny 2, like I mean, like I'm hearing a lot of Destiny 2 players say that like since the Taken King, they haven't really done anything that's really been anything as good as Taken King, basically. So when I saw Godfall and stuff, like Godfall, like to me, Godfall looked like a combination of like God of War and like I don't know, like maybe like Destiny, I suppose, because obviously it's that same type of like formats. I mean, same type of game. But when the game came out, the reviews were just like, I mean, like the reviews weren't good. People were, I mean, gamers were like kind of a bit let down by it. No one speaks about it. Like the game, I mean, the game is like dead, and it's crazy because that's like one of like PlayStation 5's exclusive titles, and it's not great. But that game reminds me of the Order. The Order, I can't remember what it's called, but it's called the Order something. And I remember when I saw the Order, I think the Order was one of like the first games for the PS4, and that game looked beautiful. Like it just looked phenomenal. And when that game came out, that game was just like not good, man. That game was not good at all. And like Godfall's got the same type of vibe, if you ask me. It's got the same type of energy, the same type of vibe. I think people jumped onto it because obviously it's a PS5 exclusive, and it's just been a big letdown. So it's been a mad flop. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like I don't know if I would. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like will I? I mean, like if I get a PS5, would I ever like try that game? Probably I would. Probably I'll try it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give it a try. You know what I mean? I'll give it a play. You know what I'm saying? What's this? The only good thing about it are the textures. Yeah. Yeah, man, the textures, man. You know what I mean? Like the textures, like it does look good. Like, I mean, it does look phenomenal. Like I ain't gonna front. Like it just looked phenomenal. Like to me, like I think that like if this game came out on PC, like I think a lot of people will probably enjoy it more. You know what I'm saying? And the mods and stuff that people will do for it as well would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you look at I mean, because that's what I'm saying. Like there's like crazy mods. Was it for Cyberpunk? Mad mods. Like was it like I saw a mod for John Wick? You can actually like someone did a mod where like you was actually I'm not actually sure if you were John Wick, but they did a mod where John Wick was in the game, which is funny because Keanu Reeves is in the game as Johnny Silverhand anyway. But someone did a mod for that. So like you know what I mean, like the mod community would do crazy shit with was it Godfall? You know what I'm saying? Because the game just looked good. Like the game just looked good. You know what I mean? Like some people think that you know what I mean? Like some people think that it doesn't look particularly that great. Like everything just looks too shiny and stuff. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a bit let down. To me, I think they just rushed it. That's literally what it is. I think they rushed it. I think they wanted that Christmas money. And to be honest with you, I think that they should have just focused on. Oh, it's on PC. I didn't even know that. I thought it was just on PS4. Okay, so I thought it was a PS4 exclusive. I had no idea it was on a PC. Oh shit. I had no idea. What? So is it on Steam? Because I didn't know. Was it? I literally thought it was a PlayStation exclusive. I didn't know that at all. Didn't know that. Okay then. But again, I mean, like, I do think that they probably rushed it because they wanted that Christmas money. I mean, I think that they kind of. I mean, I think it was probably pressure from Sony because Sony's probably on their backs, like, oh, like we need games for our PS5, and it's dumb anyway because no one's hardly got a PS5. And like from an article that I read on last week on my weekly PlayStation Agenda show. Was it AMD or whatever the company that makes the chips and stuff? Like they can't even make enough chips for the PS5 anyway because the PS5 has got a custom chip. So like they're all saying that then was it like like, was it right now, like they can't make enough chips for the PS5, so they're not going to get into full swing of, of production of the chips until like later on this year. So I just think to myself, like, what's the point of rushing these games out here for a console that no one's hardly got? It's dumb. It's stupid, you know. Especially when especially if it's meant to be like a PlayStation exclusive, that means that you can only play it if it's on a PS5. So what monies are you really going to be making? Stupid. There would have been, was it like Sony would have been better just like making their games more like cross gen for PS4 and PS5, and not really focusing on any game coming out on 2020 for the PS5. You know, like they should just focus for like mid 2021 or late 2021 for the PS5. They should never have announced any games for like last year. They shouldn't have done that, because one, no one's got the console, and two, you know what I'm saying, like you're rushing to get these games out because like a lot of these studios probably only went into development like maybe a couple of years ago, if that, maybe 2-3 years ago. Rushing, you know what I mean? And look at all the issues that we've had with the PS5. There's been mad dramas, mad bullshit. I mean, like PS5 bricking itself. Like I'd be pissed if I spent like $450 or however much it costs, and like I'm playing games and it's kicking me out of games and it's crashing every 2 seconds, or like it just bricks itself. Oh well, I'd be fuming. So no, man, I just think that like they made a mistake, and they should just focus on like cross generation games like Watch Dogs Legion, games like that. Was it Assassin's Creed Valhalla and stuff like that? That's what they should have focused on, and just saved it, especially during this climate and stuff like that. You know, like people working from home, the developers are working from home and stuff. Like a lot of them are still getting used to the new work environments. It just didn't make any sense. It was stupid. But obviously, like I said, they just want to chase the Christmas money. I mean, they got greedy, and it's dumb anyway because it's a contradiction, because no one's got the PS5. So what money was you really going to be making anyway? Stupid. But yeah. Anyway, so was I also came across the new Mass Effect trailer. What's it called? It's called Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's meant to be coming out the 14th of May and stuff. And it actually looks quite good. Like, I ain't gonna front. I never played the Mass Effect games. Actually, I can't remember if I know Jonathan plays Mass Effect and stuff. Like, I was actually going to talk to him today about it. But yeah, like Mass Effect actually looks good. I ain't gonna front. Like, it looked. I mean, like it looks that good that even I'm tempted to get it. And I never played it. And I know that in terms of Mass Effect, they're like the best games. You know what I'm saying? Because Mass Effect Andromeda was a piece of garbage. Obviously, obviously they want to drop this because of what's it called? They've been. I don't know if I was saying that. Was it an announcement? I can't remember. Was it an announcement? But yeah, there's been talks of them working on a new Mass Effect game and stuff. So we might be getting Mass Effect 4 or something. I don't know. So this makes perfect sense for them to drop. Was it Mass Effect Legendary Edition? Apparently, it's not coming to the PS5, but you can still play it on the PS5. No, I think it might come with was it like a update or something? I don't know. But it does look good. You know what I'm saying? And like I do know that I do know that Jonathan, like he probably got his eye on that. Like if he hasn't, he probably, you know what I mean? Like if he hasn't, he probably don't know about it. But if he's come across this trailer, you know what I mean? Like I'd be pretty surprised if he's not hyped about it, or like if he doesn't want to get it, because it's improved graphics. You know what I'm saying? Everything looks good. I think they're improving a lot of things. Actually, let me see what the article says. Hold on. Let's see. Because I watched the trailer yesterday and it looked good. I ain't gonna front. EA today announced that Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the collection featuring mastered versions of all 3 mainline Mass Effect games, will be available worldwide on May the 14th. That's actually my birthday, though. Anyway, across PC, PS4, Xbox One. So yeah, the collection will also be playable on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S through backwards compatibility. Yeah, so that's basically what it's going to be. Let's see, alongside our first look at the enhanced visuals, blah, 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 HDR, 4K resolution. It's going to come with all the weapons, armor packs, and story DLC. So that's good. So basically, it's like you're getting everything with it. Everything. I just wonder how much it's going to cost. The game will offer low times in next gen consoles. Yeah, that's another thing as well. So like, if you're, I mean, so if you get to play this like Mass Effect on the PS5 or Xbox, no loading times, or hardly any loading time, should I say? Pardon me, which is going to be good, and it also means that you're probably not going to get any popping in. I mean, with the graphics, the rendering. So that's what I mean. So that's good as well. What does it say? Okay, they've also said that the gameplay has also been touched up. Partially Mass Effect. You can expect update in the UI and the HUD, smarter AI, a few other qualities of life upgrades. Combat should feel more better. To modularize aiming and squad controls. I don't know what that means. Yeah, basically just going to be an improvement. So for anybody that loves Mass Effect, this is probably like a dream come true, because Mass Effect Andromeda was a piece of garbage. Actually, I wonder who's actually doing this. Was it doing this remake? Sorry, remastered. I wonder who's working on it, because I hope it's not anything to do with the people that works on Andromeda, because that was a piece of garbage. Man. The Mass Effect edition also unifies the trilogy with the addition of the upgrade character, creator, female shepherd, iconic Mass Effect 3 look is now okay. Yeah, it doesn't really say who's working on it. I mean, I just wondered, because like, I know that when they did the Halo, was it Halo Remastered Collection or whatever it was, the Master Chief, I can't remember what it's called, if it's called the Master Chief Collection or whatever, where it's got Halo 1, 2, and 3. Like, there were mad issues with that, mad bugs, mad glitches and stuff, and obviously I don't think it was Bungie that worked on it. You know what I mean? So it's probably 3-4 Industries or one or like whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called and stuff. So or maybe it wasn't them, or maybe it was like a different studio that worked on it. But basically, whoever worked on that, like, there were mad bugs and glitches and issues, which is crazy to me, because if you're doing a remastered or like a remake or something, how is it coming out like worse than the original? It shouldn't. It should be an improvement. So that's why I asked myself like that question, because I hope and pray it's not the same people that like worked on Andromeda, because Andromeda was not a good game. So yeah, man, I don't know about that. But, yeah, Mass Effect. Anyway, but yeah, man. Yeah, I also saw I also saw a couple articles in regards to The Witcher Season 2, which is meant to be coming this year sometime, who knows. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, because like it actually they actually said it's going to focus on what's her name? I've just forgot her name. But basically, it's not really gonna focus on Gerald. You know what I'm saying? Gerald. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really gonna focus on him, which is kind of sad. Like, it just has more gonna focus on. I know. Was it like her name's in my head? Anyway. But yeah, it's not really gonna focus on him, which is kind of like a bit weird to me, because it's like The Witcher. I'm not too sure about the books. I've never read the books, so I can't speak about the books. I can only speak about The Witcher 3 and from what I've seen and from what I've been told by people that's played it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, was it like Ladgy's played it? You know what I'm saying? I know that Jonathan's played it, Lionheart. I know a couple of people that's played The Witcher 3, so you probably have to tell me more than I can tell anybody else. But I do know that the game centers around the main character, which is Gerald. So, like, what's the point of making Season 2 focus on another character where you hardly see the main character? Like, for me personally, yeah, like the highlight of Season 1 was like watching Henry Cavill. You know what I'm saying? Like I like watching him. And even though like season one, was it like I would say season one was probably about maybe like 85% him, or maybe 80% him, then like other characters. But it looks like we're probably only gonna get like 25%, 30% of, you know what I mean, of Henry. You know what I mean? Like I like Henry Cavill, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like when he first got cast, you know what I mean, as Geralt, I was kind of a bit like, I don't know if he looks like, I don't know if he really looks like him, because I've seen how he looks in the game. So I'm thinking, I don't know, but he pulled it off. You know what I mean? Like, well, like, to me, he pulled it off. You know, he done really well. So like when I heard we were getting season 2, I was hyped. You know what I'm saying? I was hyped. Like the only thing I never liked about season 1 was like when they done the time skips and they jumped from different time, you couldn't tell like, you know what I mean, like how much time had been like passed, or whether it was like in the future or like the past or whatever, because they never actually, you know what I mean, showed you, oh yeah, 20 years prior, or 5 years, or like whatever it is. Like we never knew. It wasn't in black and white, you know what I mean, to emphasize the past, and they didn't let anybody know. And because a lot of the characters don't age, or they age really slowly, it's hard to tell like if it's present or like in the past. And that was the only thing I never liked. You know what I'm saying? Sherry. Is that her name? Sherry. Okay, yeah. Or what? So what? Are they gonna focus on her? Okay. Yeah. So I mean, like I heard that she's like a big important character in the game and stuff, isn't it? But I mean, but to mainly focus on her and I mean, and not see Geralt, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hope that we just don't get the, no, I mean like the, I mean like the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like the political bullshit. You know, like, I hope we don't get that. But I will watch it. I mean, I will watch it. To be honest with you, actually Yennefer. That was it. Was it actually Sherry? Was it actually Yennefer that was in my mind? It was her. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying. But I wouldn't mind to focus on Yennefer. You know what I'm saying. Focus on her because she was like bad. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, I loved her in season 1. You know what I'm saying. So I don't mind they focus more on her. But you got to give us the Witcher. You know what I'm saying. Like you can't. You know what I mean, you can't give us a couple episodes where you see him, then you don't really see him. Like that's just, I mean, that's just like, what's the point in that? Like, what is the point? But yeah, man. But yeah, I just hope they don't go super SJW with it. Like that's what I'm hoping that they don't do. But yeah, I did enjoy season 1, and like I said, like it's not like we've got a choice anyway. Like a lot of us are like locked down. You know what I'm saying? Don't have much to do, finding ways to entertain ourselves, and I mean, and most of us enjoyed The Witcher season 1, so I suppose we're gonna watch it regardless anyway. So yeah, I'm definitely got season 2. I'm just a bit concerned with season 2 with the direction that they're going in. Henry Cavill did like kind of mention it. I remember I saw an interview with him and he kind of like mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? Like in an undercover, respectful kind of way, kind of like alluded to certain things and stuff, and you know, and he just said he's just going to do the best he can to portray the character best he can, because obviously he's a big fan of the Witcher series anyway. So for him, now it's like a dream come true. He's playing a game that he loves. You know what I'm saying, before he even like got offered the role, to get offered the role. I mean, it's perfect for him. So obviously, like he cares about the, like the story, the lore, and stuff in it. So. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll definitely check it out, man. I'll definitely check it out. Can't wait for that. They haven't even given us a date for it. It just says that coming out this year. Probably gonna be late 2021. To be honest with you, I think a lot of things are gonna be late 2021 anyway. That's just what I think personally, because there's just been mad delays when it comes to a lot of things. Yeah, it's crazy. Normally I'd be on here, yeah. Was it talking to Jonathan, Lionheart, Fabian, and we'd all be playing games. We'll be tapping buttons. Like I would actually be playing this, and we'd just be talking to each other. But it's a bit hard to be like tapping buttons, playing games, and and like just talking, you know what I mean, like talking to yourself and talking to, you know what I mean, like whoever's watching. It's a bit hard to do that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, this is the first time I've done something like this anyway, so yeah. But I don't know. Like it can be a bit funny. Oh yeah, I saw a list. Yeah, that reminds me. I actually saw a list of or was it of some release dates for the PS5 games that are coming out this year and stuff. That's something I wanted to mention. So like so for those out there that actually has a PS5, not many, but you know if you do, you've got a few games coming out this month. Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause fuck knows what's gonna happen. But anyway, so allegedly you might be getting Control Ultimate Edition on the PS5 coming out. Actually, it's meant to be out already. It's meant to be out already. It meant to come out yesterday. I don't know. I don't have a PS5, so I actually can't confirm that shit. You've got Destruction All Stars. That was all that also meant to come out yesterday, but I don't know. You've got Werewolf the Apocalypse, Earthblood. That comes out. That's meant to be coming out tomorrow. I don't know. You've got Yakuza, Like a Dragon, that comes out in March, on the 2nd of March. And this is why I don't know about was it about Control Ultimate Edition, because it's here for February and it also says March. So I don't know if that's an update or if they're just saying that it could get pushed back. I can't confirm if it even came out because I don't have a PS5, like I said. But yeah, there's a couple games still. There's a couple games, but it's only up until where is it? It's only up until June. That's it. June. And to be honest with you, it's not even like a lot of games. Like you got like the only game that I'm really interested in that's on the PS5, to be honest with you, yeah, is Returnal, which has caught my eye. I don't know if you've seen the was it like the new trailer? Check it out because it's actually really sick, isn't it? Like, at first I wasn't really that hyped, but after seeing that trailer, I'm like, nah. I'm quite interested. So you got Returnal, you got Guilty Gear Strive, you got Outriders, which you've also got Resident Evil Village, which is coming out on PS4 and PS5, but that game looks phenomenal. I so wish that there was a demo for the PS4, man. Oh, I was so pissed when they said it was only for the PS5, but I don't know. It is what it is. And Deathloop. I think Deathloop is a Bethesda game. I think this might be the last Bethesda game that's coming out on the PS5, unless Microsoft like works out a deal with Sony. It literally depends on what Xbox is going to do. Actually, speaking about Xbox, so them obtaining like all them IPs through Bethesda and stuff like that, that's a big deal, you know. That's a very, very, very big deal. So much so, I actually I ain't got it yet. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up tomorrow. But I actually went and bought, rebought because I had it. I had the Evil Within 1 and 2. Because if we're not getting any more Bethesda games coming out on the PlayStation, then I might as well get the best ones. You know what I'm saying? Well, like the games that I personally like. So that's why I got like Doom 1, Doom Eternal. Have to get Evil Within, have to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pick them up tomorrow from CEX because that's the only place that I can get them from. The cheapest place I can get them from. So yeah, but yeah, man, Xbox are like, you know what I mean, they're killing it. And actually, I remember seeing an article. I don't have it in front of me, but I remember seeing an article where they apparently made like quite a lot of. I mean, like since they purchased like the whole. I can't remember the name of the parent company that owns Bethesda. I mean, was it Bethesda and all them other studios? But since they've purchased that, they've basically made like, I can't remember if it's 3 times the amount of what it cost them to buy all them studios. That is crazy. So, and I think that they mentioned something like about, I'm not too sure, don't quote me, but I think they mentioned something like that they got breathing room. You know what I'm saying? They got breathing room and time to I mean, like to make these games and to give them full production cycles and stuff, and not rush these games, especially during the climate and stuff like that. So, because they made so much money already. So, yeah, that's crazy. But I think that's more to do with like their stocks and other things as well. I can't remember clearly now, but yeah, man. So like when I saw that, it kind of made me think to myself, boy, like before they I mean, like, was it before they purchased like all them studios and all them IPs? Like, I mean, I wasn't that interested at all in Xbox, apart from the fact that I like the look of their console. I think the look of the console looks better than the PS5. That's just me. The PS5 is like a concept console to me, like a concept machine. With the Xbox, I like that simple box, minimalistic kind of look. I just like that shit, innit? So, but apart from that, like no interest. Oh, okay, and maybe Xbox Game Pass as well. You know what I'm saying? But apart from that, nah. I mean, there was no interest. But after they purchased all, I mean, Bethesda, all them studios, I was just like, shit, like that is a big statement. And the reason why I bring up the article and the amount of money that they've made since they've purchased, was it all them studios and IPs, is because it makes me wonder and think about what other studios could they potentially buy? Because they clearly got the money, they clearly got the finances. You know what I'm saying? All this recession, sorry, not recession. All this like lockdown bullshit and like whatever clearly isn't affecting certain companies like like Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? And Apple and whatever. You know, like they're not getting no handouts or but or like assistance by the government because they clearly got enough money. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me wonder like what other studios are they going to like acquire? Because if you look at their list now, it's looking real crazy, and they got and there's at least 2 to 3 IPs that I personally am into. That is enough for me to just want to just like, I don't know, that's enough to tempt me to want to really get the Xbox. You know, I was only planning to get a PS5. I'll just get one console because I'm not really trying to get back into having multiple consoles again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like gaming is quite expensive, especially with like the cost of what they're trying to. Well, it's not what they're trying to. I mean, like we can clearly see the cost of these PS5 games and these Xbox Series X games and stuff. Like they are not cheap. They are expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all dropping out. I mean, coming out at like £60, which is probably about 85 to 80. No, sorry, was it 65 to $70? And God knows how much it is anywhere else around the world. And since since we left the EU, I mean that Brexit bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be peak. It's gotta be peak for a lot of things. I mean, to get a lot of things coming into the country, everything. Oh, that makes me think about like when I go to Comic-Con as well, man. And oh shit, man, that's what I'm saying. Like kind of Comic-Con. Anyway, but like when I like see things overseas, like in China or Japan, like, I can't even think about even buying it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because like the import tax is gonna bust my ass, man. You know what I'm saying? For like the figurines and certain things. So, and Japanese games as well. Like, I mean, what's that mean for the Japanese games? Like, what does that mean for the Japanese market? Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. Like the JRPGs, especially if you've got PlayStation as well. The JRPGs, like to import them games over, it's gonna be crazy. And the only way we're gonna be able to like really get them or play them is if you've got a Japanese account. So yeah, Japanese account. Download. You have to download that shit. And how would that even work if you're buying games anyway? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, man. Like that means it's gonna fuck up all that market. That's why that was it. See, that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to find was it Japanese PS Vita? Like I want to get like a orange or blue one, like just to have it as a collection, just to have it because like I know the prices are going up, and I don't know if it's because it's becoming like if it's becoming more of a collector's item with the games and just the like the console. The hardware, or if it's to do with the fact that like we've left the EU and shit officially, and stuff, and it's becoming increasingly more expensive to buy things overseas, especially from certain countries and stuff. So what's this? What did you say? Amazon spend 500 million a year on the game department and still have no. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Like what? I mean, like what are they doing? Like what are they doing? To be honest with you, Amazon would be better off like partnering with somebody like Nintendo or something. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I don't know. Do you know what? Yeah, like Amazon's got the money, but maybe they just don't have the right people working for them. You know what I'm saying? To actually build it up. Like, I mean, like, what is Amazon trying to do? 'Cause I don't really. I mean, like, I know that they've got they tramp up money into developing games, but like, are they planning to make their own console as well, or are they just trying to become like a a game developer, like just making like pumping money into game developers and studios to make games for? I mean, like for them, or like what? I mean, like what are they doing? Like exactly? You know what I mean? Apart from we're trying to make games. You know, clearly, like, it isn't working, is it? But I don't know, man. Like, Amazon's got money to burn anyway. It doesn't even matter to them. Like, 500 mil ain't shit to them. To be honest with you, that might be a tax write-off. It could be a tax write-off. Who knows? Like, they got so much money, especially now. Like their stock exchange shares here was crazy before any of all these. I mean, before the outbreak, the C virus, the lockdowns, and all this bullshit. But now, oh Lord, it's peak for them. Like, stupid money. You know what I'm saying? So 500 mil ain't anything to them. A year, you know, shit. Oh, 500 mil a year. Yeah, man, that is a lot of money. But yeah, I mean, like, they got the money to burn. Really. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just makes you think, innit? Like, when it comes to certain companies like Amazon, like Microsoft, that's got the money to burn. I mean, got the money to pump in to, pump into whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, they can afford to take a loss. That's why, yeah, that, like, because I said before, yeah, that like the reason why, like, part of the reason why the games are more expensive and stuff is because they're trying to make money back from like the hardware. Pardon me, well, the console, should I say? Because the controller is the stupid amount of money. The headsets, I mean, all the accessories are mad expensive. The games are expensive. You know what I'm saying? And even that's probably not enough to make up for what they're losing on the consoles, like in terms of manufacturing the consoles. So they have to find different ways to make money. And that's why Xbox came out and tried to come off with that stupid shit like, oh yeah, well, for the Xbox Gold membership, it's going up double. Well, essentially, it was going to go up double if you wanted to get a yearly subscription, because they doubled the price for the for the 6 months was it subscription. But the gamers and the gamers turned around and basically turned around and told them to go fuck themselves. So they basically backtracked that real quickly. And like I said before, I know Sony was watching it, because if they would have got away with it, Sony would have done the same thing, because they're all trying to make, they're all trying to find monies. They're all trying to find ways to recoup the money that they're losing on the hardware. Even though technically Xbox can afford it, really and truly, they can afford it. Sony can't. They can and can't, but they really, but compared to Xbox, they can't, innit? So, obviously Sony was watching them and seeing, and seeing how that would play out. That didn't really play out too well, as we all saw, but I just found it funny that they tried to, be slick like that. To me, that was as stupid and as dumb as when they came out with the Xbox One, and tried to say, tried to sell the Kinect with it, tried to tell us we had to buy the Kinect with it, and tried to promote sports, TV, DRM this, DRM that. You know what I'm saying? It's as stupid as that. It was really dumb, but they backtracked real quick. So. But I think that we shouldn't be surprised to get stupid decisions and stupid things like that in the future with Xbox and PlayStation anyway, because essentially they're gonna try to make money. They want to recoup the money, because when you think about the hardware that's in the Xbox and PS5, it's expensive, really, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like we already know that PlayStation will do anything to cut corners. Like, think of it like this, yeah. How can you bring out how can you bring out a PS4 and a PS4 Slim and a PS4 Pro, and they come with, all right, then, well, like the PS4 Slim, you get 500 gigs or a terabyte. You know what I'm saying? But a Pro comes at a standard terabyte. You can't buy any less than a terabyte. So how can you release your last console here with a terabyte and think it's okay to bring, to release your next gen console without at least a terabyte hard drive? But obviously, Sony are going to cut corners, you know what I'm saying? Because the SSD is mad expensive. But Xbox were just like, again, you know what I mean? They were like, here, have the terabyte, because they can afford that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, yeah, you know, like a terabyte is the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum. And that's not even talking about like the file sizes of these games, of these so-called next-gen games. They could be bigger than the PS4 games and the Xbox One games. So how can they think, especially Sony, how can Sony think it's okay just to release like a less than a 1 terabyte hard drive with your console? It's dumb. But all they care about is saving money. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying don't be surprised in the future, especially Sony, yeah, if they come out with these dumb business decisions. You know what I'm saying? Of like trying to increase their services in some shape or form. I don't know, it's stupid, man. It's stupid. I always said, yeah, that I felt like that they should merge Xbox Now, PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus together, and that way you could, you could increase the price, not double it, but you could increase it, and by doing that, you make that, you make the PlayStation Now, the PlayStation Plus service much more attractive and much more affordable. Even though I think that the PlayStation Now service is it's not great, because it's basically a streaming service for game. Like we look at Stadia, for example, yeah. Like Stadia, Stadia's practically dead if you ask me. Like, it's garbage, isn't it? But that is a streaming platform and they've got, and technically, like, they've got like the biggest platform to stream games on, and that is Google. You know what I'm saying? That's the internet. You know what I'm saying? And even they're having bad problems and issues with it. So what's the point? What is the point of like having a streaming service? And what kills it? Not everyone has got 5G. Like 5G is only now becoming a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people's phones was it not 5G? Like give it a year or so, then probably most people will have it. But until 5G becomes a standard everywhere, like I think it's like silly to have a gaming streaming service where playing games without it glitching or buffering or whatever the fuck it does, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's an important thing. You can't you can't play a game, yeah. You can't play a game where it's buffering and low, and doing the madness, and like you're not getting like the 1080p or 4K resolution that the game is, because some of the games are PS4, PS3 games as well. I think there's some PS2 games. I'm not too sure. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's what's the point of playing a lesser version? You to be honest with you, it'd probably be cheaper, yeah, if you went out and bought a PS3 and just bought the PS3 games, because buying the hardware and buying the physical games would be cheaper than paying a monthly subscription of lesser versions of the games that you could just buy and play and experience, and have better experiences for. I know it's dumb anyway, but yeah, I've always said that they should merge them and stuff. And obviously I know that Sony, they've got their version of like Xbox Game Pass, which is a good start, I suppose. They're only doing it because Xbox Game Pass is kicking their ass and stuff, and they want to give more reasons for people to keep on buying like the PS5, buying their platform. Being invested into their ecosystem, shall I say. That's just what it is. So I think that like they're missing a trick by having them as separate services, because no one's really interested in it. Actually, I should try to find the numbers and like see how well it does. You know what I mean? Like, if I can't find the numbers, then you know it's doing shit, because they always hide numbers. Like, what I mean, like when things are doing shit, you can never find the numbers. Like, try to find the Last of Us Part 2's like numbers for like sales, like just up to date. You won't be able to find it because like the sales are garbage. I mean, like the sales are not good. The first couple of weeks were good. After that, rubbish. You know what I mean? Like type. I mean, like, was it go online and type in Ghost of Tsushima? You can find the sales to today, and it tells you exactly how much it's sold, how much it's made, everything. Can't find it with Last of Us Part 2. So Sony has a habit. Well, a lot of these companies do, but Sony has a habit of hiding its numbers when it's not doing too well. So it wouldn't surprise me if I tried to find the numbers for PlayStation Now and I just couldn't find it. It would not surprise me at all. You know, but yeah, I don't even know, man. Actually, let's have a look. Hold on a second. PlayStation Now 2020. Okay, let's just have a look, see what it says. Share all sharing options for PlayStation Now hit 2.2 million subscribers. Sony says 2.2 million people are subscribed to PlayStation Now. It's cloud gaming, service that offers across a growing. So yeah, we know what it is. Wait, so is that just in general, or is that just this year? 20 May. Hold on a second, let me check this out. I want to make sure that it's just for this year, or are they talking about in general? Because that's in general, that is poor. That is poor. Subscribers, now gaming, blah, 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 blah. Last time. 7 months. PlayStation Now, huge paper. Over 5 years ago. Okay, yeah. So basically, that's just this year. So 2.2 million subscribers. Not this year. 2020. So they're saying last year. So that's how many new subscribers they had. 2.2 million subscribers, and overall, they're saying that they've and overall, from the first quarter of 2020, that they had 10.9 billion in the first quarter. I don't know if that's true. Is that really true? Is that really true? But they say it's due to the pandemic. PlayStation Plus exceeds over 36 million active users. Microsoft reports Xbox Live has. Yeah, I don't know about these numbers. I need to do more research on that, because this is from. Was it from the Verge website? And I don't know if that's even true. So I need to check that out. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I think they could get more subscribers. And I mean, like, clearly, the Xbox is killing them in terms of subscribers. You know what I'm saying? If you compare it to the not the gold membership, but the other membership compared to PlayStation Now, they're getting murdered, man. They're getting murdered. They're getting murdered. They're getting murdered. Yeah, actually, let me check and see what new games are coming out on the PS4, because not everyone has a PS5. Who has a PS5? Do you have one? No. Do I have one? No, I don't. I can afford one, but I don't have one because I can't get one. And even if I could, I wouldn't anyway. I'm waiting. Let's see what's going to be coming out this month. Haven, never heard of it. Persona 5 Strikers. See, that's what I'm saying. So that Persona 5 Strikers comes out on the 23rd of this month. But I've already played the demo. I played it months ago. I ain't gonna lie, it's good. Like, it's good. Like, I might get it, but I'm not getting on release date. Persona 5. Little Nightmares 2. I do know of a person that plays that. What's happening in March? Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake meant to be allegedly coming out the 18th of March. I swear this has been delayed already. That's been delayed. I will have my eye on that. What else is coming out? That's it. So with the PS4, they've only got like specific dates for February and March, and that is it. Everything else just says first quarter 2021. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. Oh wait, I was looking at April. Okay, got April. So they got Nia Replicant. I'm getting that. I'm definitely getting that. You can clearly see that they've learned a lot from Nia Automata. You know, like Platinum Games did such a sick job with that game that they basically remade their first game. That's basically what they did. But I'm definitely gonna get that. Japan gets it on the 22nd, and we get on the 23rd. Then you've got Guilty Gear Strive, which comes out over here April the 9th. In Japan, April the 6th. Then Resident Evil Versus, that's going to be coming out the 7th of May, allegedly. Mass Effect, okay. What else is meant to be coming out? Any other dates? Oh, we've got the Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood coming out on PS4. That's June the 8th. So for those that are into Elder Scrolls, yeah, and everything else is just 21. There's no date on it. But to be honest with you, I would just say that whatever game that you are hoping or expecting to come out like this year, don't be surprised if it gets pushed back until early 2022, and don't even be upset about it either. You know what I'm saying? If it's a IP that you're really interested in, then obviously just hold it. Unless you want like a similar-ish outcome as Cyberpunk, because they're rushing games out because because they want like the money for like holiday periods and whatever. Then just be patient, man. Just be patient. Like that's one thing I will say with Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk has taught me a big lesson, and that is that don't buy into the hype. Don't pre-order games unless you pre-order a collector's edition, and just be patient. Just be patient. You know what I mean? If it's a game you really love or really into, or if it's a franchise that you love and into, then just be patient for it, man. Because if it's something that you care about, you're passionate about, you don't want to like bring the game out and it's all fucked up and shit. It's just gonna piss you off. If you was like, you're gonna be pissed off that you feel like you wasted money. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm glad I sent Cyberpunk back. Sent that back straight away. Because to me, like paying £45 and playing it in the state that it clearly was in and still is in, just be a waste of money, and it would just piss me the fuck off. So like I think it's sometimes better to just be patient and stop pre-ordering games, man. I know it's hard. I mean, like they always do these incentives, like these mad versions. If you pre-order it through Game, if you pre-order it through GameSpot, if you do this, if you do that through Amazon, you get this. I mean, like this outfit, this gun, you get this. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, I mean, especially now, like in this climate, I would say spend your money wisely, be patient, and don't pre-order games, man. Don't pre-order games. Don't pre-order games, man, unless it's a collector's edition. That I give allowance for, innit? You know. Can you imagine if I would have pre-ordered Cyberpunk? I would be fuming. That would have been 200 and what? Was it £60? I would have been pissed. I would have been fuming. Actually, I wonder if they would have taken it back if I tried to send it back to Game. They'd probably be like, nope, we ain't taking that back. Oh shit. Yeah, I would have been vexed. I would have been super vexed. Yeah, man, it's kind of dead, man. Nothing's coming out on the PS4, man. Not really this year, but that's okay though, because I got a couple. I got a couple games to play this year. I've got Doom Eternal, which I've touched a little bit, but I haven't played. I've got Marvel Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Well, actually, I don't have Miles Morales, but I will get it after I play Spider-Man. I've got, what else have I got? Haven't I played? What else do I have? Oh, and I've got Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I've touched, but I haven't played. So I've got at least 3 AAA godlike titles that I haven't played yet. But I'm going to hold it for this year because nothing's coming out this year that I really want, to be honest with you, apart from Nier Replicant. And I swear there's something else. Final Fantasy Village. Apart from that, there's nothing else. So that is a lot of time to not play anything constructive or worthwhile. So I'm holding them 3 games, and the next game I'm probably going to play is Metal Gear. Was it Metal Gear 5? Because I still ain't played that properly. I've touched it, played it a little bit, but I haven't played it, man. I haven't played it. So I need to play that. So that's probably going to be the next game I'm going to play. And that's probably why I haven't really been playing Genshin Impact, because I've got all these like beautiful AAA godlike games to play to take up my time. And I mean, compared to just going on to like Genshin Impact, like every day doing the same boring dailies and stuff. Oh, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do enjoy Genshin Impact, but when I've got other games to play, then it takes a back seat. It takes a back seat, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, man. Yeah, they're the only new games that I've got that haven't even played yet, which is crazy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna play them. I'll probably do reviews for them as well and stuff. Like I said, I've got to do my review for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, so that should be coming latest next week. But I'm gonna do that. And yeah, man. That's about it. I haven't really been playing too much. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really been playing too much. But yeah, that's about it. Anyway, what's this? Shakira. Oh yeah. Was it? I know you want me to play that. Was it? I know you want me to play Shakira. I know you want me to play Neo as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give one of them a proper try. Oh shit. I can see myself switching hard, man. Like I can see myself cussing. Proper cussing. Like what games did I play? And I was switching hard. That's it. Yeah, it was God of War. So when I was fighting the Valkyries and shit, yeah, like that was the first time in a long time where I was going nuts. I was switching, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I was fighting the Valkyries, yeah, every day for like, I don't even know, man, maybe like 2-3 weeks, every day, and I just couldn't. Naturally, I'm like, it weren't the Valkyries here. The Valkyrie took me time. It was the Valkyrie Queen. That's what it was. It was that fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? The Valkyrie Queen took me like 3 weeks here, and I was switching. Then after 3 weeks here, I went so mad here. I put the game down for a couple of weeks. I didn't touch it. Like, I needed to like go away, meditate, do whatever it was. Came back here, and it took me probably another week, and I finally beat that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Finally beat that bitch. But Shakira, yeah, I know that I'm gonna go nuts. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna go crazy. Because like them type of games are hard, man. They are hard, proper system based. And I like system based games, but they're like something else, man. They are something else. They're like, I call them games like proper. What was it? Proper gamers games. That's what I called them. Oh, seriously, you gave up on the Valkyrie Queen, so you didn't even beat her. Nah, man, I don't believe that, man. How you playing games like Shakira and Neo, but you give up on the Valkyrie Queen? No, I don't believe that, man. I don't believe that at all. I mean, you must have beat her. Like, she is hard, but you can beat her, innit? You know what I'm saying? And like God of War, like the system isn't anything like Shakira and stuff like that. The mechanics and system and the gameplay isn't like like Neo. You know what I mean? So I find that hard to believe because it took me a while. You got to remember, I don't play games like Shakira and Neo. You know what I'm saying? Not really. I mean, I think I'm trying to think. Like, what game have I got or played that's even remotely like that? Probably like Jedi Fallen Order's kind of like that a little bit. Like it's quite hard, very, very, very system based, very like it's got a lot of elements from Sekiro Neo. Like it does. You know what I'm saying? So but not as hard as them, but in that kind of vein, I would say. In that kind of vein. But yeah, man, the Valkyrie Queen, she was tough, man. She was tough. I've actually got a video of when I beat her in. Oh, she was like I mean the battles. But you know what? Yeah, like I'm actually happy in it because like when I beat her, like I was mad happy and stuff and I don't know what it is yet, but like that soundtrack was it like that music that plays when you fight her. I actually love that music, you know. Like I love that music. Actually I've got it here still. Actually, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called now. But basically it's the Valkyrie Queen music. And because I fought her so many times, the battles, that just theme tune was just in my head. I just couldn't get it in my head. So I just downloaded the soundtrack and stuff and I just played that tune. And every time I play the music, that's just what I hear. I mean, I get visions of like fighting the Valkyrie Queen, the memories, the battles, the grit, the stress, the blood and guts. You know what I'm saying? The tears. Actually, there weren't no tears. Like there weren't no tears, but there was definitely sweat. I was playing Final Fantasy. Okay. Oh, I see. So you're playing Final Fantasy 15 at the time. You had to let it go. Yeah, man. Yeah. See, you're good because I can't play two games at the same time like that. I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, unless like if it's a fighting game I'm playing, you know what I mean? Then cool. Like if I'm playing like Jedi Fallen Order, I can play Tekken, I can play Soul Calibur, I can jump on there and tap buttons. But I can't play like Final Fantasy and like play God of War because they're both story-driven games. Like in my head, I'll be like this, like I mean, I need to focus on the story. I need to take it in, innit? Like to me, it's like trying to watch two films at the same time. Like, nah, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Or I bet you it's like trying to watch. Naturally, I do that, so that's bullshit. I was gonna say it's like trying to watch two. Was it like two series, like two shows at the same time? But I do that anyway, so that's a bit different. I don't know, man. I think with gaming, I think because gaming is so immersive, yeah, and it requires so much of your attention. Like just not like you. I mean, like it requires you listening to watching it to actually like playing it and to actually be emotionally invested into it as well, depending on what type of game it is. I just can't play two games like that, two story-driven games, especially when it's a game that's got like, I mean, like mad system. I mean, I couldn't play like Shakira and God of War. I couldn't do that, especially because one's got mad system. So that's even something that requires more time and energy to play. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to know that them type of games here that like you need to kind of always play. If you put it down and you leave it for a month and you try to go back and play it, you're gonna get fucked up because it's so system driven. You know what I mean? Like I think the only game I've ever remotely felt like that playing was probably like Bayonetta and maybe Devil May Cry 3. And probably more so Devil May Cry 3 because you couldn't really button bash on that game. You had to like know, know the frames, know like the moves, the enemies, the system, the parries, the fighting styles. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like actually required a lot. I mean, that's probably the only game I can think of that I actually like remotely felt like that about. But yeah, man, you're good. You're a better man than me. You're a better man than me because I can't do that shit. Can't do that shit at all. You know, but yeah, man. Yeah. So they're the only games that I've played. You know what I'm saying? This year, last year, game of the year easily was Ghost of Tsushima. Easily Ghost of Tsushima. You know what I'm saying? Have you finished Ghost of Tsushima yet? Or are you still playing it? Because I haven't really played any games for like a couple of days, to be honest. I mean, I've been catching up with a lot of my backlog of comics that I haven't read and some anime and stuff. But yeah, man. Actually, let me find what the tune's called because it's gonna stick in my head until I remember it. God of War. No, we don't want that. God of War soundtrack. Yeah, it's just called Valkyries. Called Valkyrie, but yeah, I love that tune, man. I love that tune. I'll never forget that bitch. Never forget her, man. Let's see. Yes. What's this? Still playing, but catching up on a lot of anime. Yeah, me too, man. I'm catching up on mad anime, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, speaking of anime, I heard that they're doing a Tomb Raider anime on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called now, but I did hear that they were doing a Tomb Raider anime. You know what I mean? Like if it's the same studio that that did Castlevania, then cold, sick. Because Castlevania anime is godlike. Actually, I heard that they're doing a Devil May Cry anime as well. Where is that? You know what I'm saying? Where is that? I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be 10 times better than that Devil May Cry anime that they gave us like in 2000 and I want to say 14, 15. I might be wrong. It weren't great. I think the first episode was the best episode, but it weren't great. But seeing what the people that did did the Castlevania anime, that just did the Blood of Zeus, godlike, innit? Like, I can't wait. So if it's a studio, like if they're doing a Tomb Raider anime or a studio as good as them is doing it, then yeah, I'm hyped. You know what I'm saying? I'm hyped. But yeah, man, Tomb Raider anime. So, yeah, it'd be cool. I'll definitely look out. Definitely look out for that. You know, we've got The Witcher meant to be coming this year, Witcher season 2. Can't wait for that. You know, and what's it? Yeah, and they're doing. They're actually doing a Borderlands. Borderlands movie, and I think Kevin Hart's got to be in it as well. I don't know, man. I'm not really a big fan of Borderlands. I know Jonathan is. I played Borderlands 2 because I got on the Vita and stuff. So I do like it for the Vita, but when I played it on the PS4, I just didn't really enjoy it. You know, new season of Bucky's coming up soon. Bullshit. Really? Fuck, Bucky. Oh, man. I don't even know. Bucky's coming up real soon. Shit. I had no idea that Bucky was coming soon. Wait. Didn't they release like the second, wait, last year, I swear Bucky came out last year, didn't it? So how the fuck is like Bucky coming out so quickly then? They must be on it, man. They must be working hard on that shit then. Yeah, Bucky. So what about the other one? What's it called? The one that's kind of like Bucky. What's it called? I can't think of that name. I think, is it Ashura? I can't remember the name, but listen, like them two animes, man, too sick, innit? Too sick. You know what I mean? I love Bucky, man. Bucky, Hammer, and Yujiro. Fucking Yujiro the devil, man. He's a fucking devil. He's a devil. Yeah. Yeah, the goddamn devil, man. What are they saying? That's it. Kengan Ashura. Yeah, I knew it was Ashura something. I just couldn't remember. Yeah. Yeah, man. Was so have you heard anything about when that's coming? Because Bucky, I know that Bucky tends to wait. Yeah, so they tend to come out around about the same time. Not at the same time, but around about the same time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think them two shows are probably like some of Netflix's best shows in terms of anime. Easy. Can't wait for that, man. Can't wait. What's this? Oh, okay, that's how you do that. You know what? I'm still learning this StreamYard thing. You know, I'm still learning it. Like I didn't even know that if you tapped it, that's when the comment pops up. Ah, I didn't even know that. See that I can see the comments in the comment section, but I thought that they popped up anyway. But I think you can make them pop up, or maybe let me see. Oh, I see. That's how you do that. Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't even know that. I'm still learning this thing. Still learning this streaming thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so for those that are watching this and might not be aware, I have a weekly gaming news show. It's called the PlayStation Agenda. It's PlayStation focused, where I basically give you the PlayStation news with a twist, which I like to say, because it is with a twist. You know, I talk about comics, gaming comics. I find deals. You know what I mean? Like for those that are into physical media, I find you really good deals, better deals that you'll get in CEX, believe it or not. Like a lot of people don't even realize this yet, but CEX, man, like they're doing some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They are doing some bullshit. How the fuck here can you sell like a a brand new, well, technically secondhand because they got it, but how can you sell secondhand PS5 and Xbox Series X for more than what you can get brand new? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. It's a secondhand outlet. As far as I'm aware, I don't think that they're even allowed to even sell brand new like items, like brand new games and hardware. I don't think they're allowed to do that. Because every time I've ever brought anything that's brand new in there to like sell or part exchange, pardon me, they've always said I've had to open it myself, bust the wrapper, because just so that they can take it in for the secondhand price. You know, because they're not allowed to. Well, I don't think that they are allowed to take in things brand new and sell it brand new. So if that's the case, then how do they get away with like selling hardware or games? You know what I mean? Because Ghost of Tsushima, like I swear I checked. Actually, let me check. Yeah, check. Because I swear I checked the other day and it went back up to like £42. £42. Come on, man. Like I know the game is I know the game is like the game of the year. Technically, you know what I mean? Like the game is game of the year. I know it's a good like game, but come on, man. What's it? Ghost of Tsushima. Let's see. Yeah, I just don't get how they get away with selling consoles for more than like what you can get for brand new. I don't get it. So like a lot of people, yes, especially over here in the UK, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone, like was it like a lot of people, like a lot of gamers, they just go to CEX because it's because it's cheap games. You think, oh yeah, secondhand games, yeah, secondhand, but it's cheaper than buying it brand new, whatever. And I get it, like most of the, in some cases it is, but these days they're doing that madness. So like a lot of the websites that I actually find, there are they are UK based. Yeah, they are UK based. Yeah, they are literally like cheaper than buying buying secondhand games that they are selling. Like, so why would you? So why would you spend your money buying a secondhand game when you can get a game the same game brand new but for cheaper? Free post and package, you know. Like don't pay for no post and package, because with CEX, yeah. See, look, £42. Yeah, I knew it. Anyway, yeah. So like with CEX, yeah, that like when you buy things online with them, apart from click and collect, that is. But if you're buying something online to get sent to you, you got to pay post and package. Once upon a time, you never had to. I remember that. Was it a long time ago? You never had to pay post and package with CX. You never did. Was it? Not at first. I think maybe for the first year, if I'm not mistaken, it was free post and package. then after a while you started paying posting package, but it was cheap. It wasn't even that much. It wasn't even that much. Then they got the cheek to like so say for example, like you buy 3 items, yeah, you like I mean, and it's all and it's all coming to the same place. It's coming to you, to your address. You would think here that like they would just like make it one price, innit? Be like, okay, it costs like £2 to send 3 games over or whatever. Because come on, like games are not, was it not heavy? You know what I'm saying? Send it over first class, whatever it's going to be. They will charge you something like, I swear it's £1.06. I can't remember, yeah, but it's £1 something. It's not cheap, but they charge you per item to send to the same address. Like, that don't even make any sense. That don't make any goddamn sense. That is dumb. That is dumb. That is seriously dumb. And I do know that a lot of companies do that shit. And I mean, I know, obviously it's off track here. It's nothing to do with games, but I know Sports Direct does that shit. Like when you buy 2 items, they put the posting package separate. Like you see it separately. Like, oh, this is it. Like you think to yourself, like, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? It's coming to the same address. Why are you double charging me? I mean, like to send me 2 items to, I mean, like to the same address. It doesn't even make any sense. So CS does that shit. So the websites that I find and stuff, yeah, it's free posting package. They're UK based. You get brand new games. You know what I'm saying? I've bought games from these places, so I would never tell anybody or recommend anybody to buy anything from a place that I wouldn't buy from or that I don't currently buy from. You know, so I can strongly recommend. I mean, so that's why I can strongly recommend them, because I buy from them. I mean, like I have been buying from them. So so on my was it like my weekly show? You know what I mean, yeah, it's about the news and stuff, but you know what I mean. But I find you games. You know what I mean, games, deals for games. Was it deals for hardware? You know what I mean. I find you and yeah, and we talk about game music as well. I mean, so basically that's why I say it's like like a PlayStation focused gaming weekly news thing. That's but you know what I mean. But I talk about other things. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, oh, I'll give you the news. You know what I'm saying? You know, I give you the news with my opinion, but I mean, I'll give you more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll give you more. So and we talk about like games and what games we've been playing as well and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We chop it up. So yeah, and I mean, I have that weekly show. You know what I mean? So which is every Friday. I mean, sometimes Saturday, but it's every Friday. I'm trying to get it for every Friday and stuff. But yeah, so we got that. So you know what I mean, so it's basically going to be this every Wednesday. In future, I'm not really trying to do this by myself, talking to myself like some madman and stuff. But hopefully, I'm trying. Get more engagement. I'm going to say, like, anybody that watches this, please leave some comments. Because I've noticed that these shows are getting like tractions, and like they're getting views and stuff after the fact. So that's cool. So feel free to drop the comments down below. You know what I'm saying? And I'll answer them. If you've got any questions, I'll answer them in the next stream and stuff. So that'd be cool. I'll do that. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing this every Wednesday, and I'm gonna be doing the weekly PlayStation news show, the PlayStation agenda, every Friday. So they're gonna be like every week. I'm gonna try to do that every week. And yeah, and as well as the other content, I'm gonna be dropping reviews. Gameplay, just whatever in it. It's just whatever I feel like. If I'm into it and I'm passionate about it, then I do something about it. I'm not gonna just talk about just the generic stuff and stuff I don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I do the PlayStation agenda, it's I try to aim at stuff that I actually care about. You know what I mean? And stuff that I think that other PlayStation gamers are gonna want to hear about. So I try to do that more with it and stuff. So yeah, that's just what it is. That's what it is. Anyhow, like I said, I wasn't gonna be doing it. This stream for too long, reaching up to the 2-hour mark, 1 hour and 44 minutes and 47 seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up and stuff. Yeah, so I hope everybody's enjoyed this podcast, the Tapping Buttons podcast. Again, hopefully we will get my co-host back on board next week and stuff. Man down, but I'm gonna have to go and you know what I mean, go back for them, you know what I'm saying? Because you never leave a man behind, you never do that. You know what I mean? With your Nakima, you know what I mean, your Hindi, your brothers, you never do that. So I've got to go back for them. And hopefully they'll be here next week with me. So I won't be here like some, you know what I mean, like some idiot, you know what I mean, like doing it by myself. But yeah, it's a learning experience because I just learned a couple new things when it comes to StreamYard. So that's a cool thing still. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I don't know, was it maybe I get some other people to come on board, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I do that, make it more of a thing and stuff. But yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed the Tapping Button podcast. If you did, again, please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification. And like I've said, you know what I'm saying, like if you're watching this podcast and you enjoy my content, please leave comments down below. If you've got any questions, anything you want to ask me, I will answer them in the next podcast. So we'll do that. And yeah, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this weekly show, and I will see you same time, same place next week.